Entire Igbo nation held captive as long as Nnamdi Kanu lingers in detention. US-based group WÁRNS. Sources: Sahara Reporters. So to my dear listeners, this is an interesting news concerning Nnamdi Kanu which I brought to your listening here. Before I go into details, kindly please ensure you like, subscribe to this channel and share. So good morning, welcome to today's news. A group of Igbo people living in the United States under the Rising Sun Foundation Inc. USA has called on Nigerian authorities to release the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who has been in detention for 4 years. Sahara Reporters report that the Kanu was taken in Kenyaland rendition to Nigeria in June 2021 under the administration of former President Muhammadu Buhari's regime. Since then, the IPOB leader has remained in detention at the Department of State Services, DSS, Abuja, sparking widespread concerns with many viewing him as a symbol of resistance against marginalization and oppression. The Igbo group, however, in a statement made available to Sahara Reporters, condemned the Nigerian government's selective application of justice, particularly against Igbo people. They also criticized political leaders in the Southeast for prioritizing personal interest over the collective welfare of the Igbo people. The group argued that Kanu's release is not a matter of personal freedom but a rallying cry for the liberation of the Igbo people from systemic oppression and neglect. Despite court orders demanding his unconditional release, Kanu remains in detention. The group urged the Nigerian authorities to adhere to the directives of the United Nations Human Rights Council and respect court rulings. They also called on the Igbo people to unite and confront challenges with solidarity and resilience. It is imperative that we amplify our voices against his blatant violation of his rights, especially in light of several court orders demanding his unconditional release. The group, in the statement jointly signed by Chief Maxwell Emole, Dr. Remi Okia, Evans Nwakwuo and Benjamin Nwakwuo, said, it noted the Nigerian government under President Ahmed Bola TInubu has recently shown signs of a potential shift towards dialogue regarding Kanu's release. The reluctance of our own political leaders, particularly the governors and those aligned with WÁRNS in the Igbo, to advocate for Kanu's freedom is deeply troubling. Their actions reflect a disheartening trend of prioritizing personal political ambitions over the collective welfare of the Igbo people. In public, they may call for his release, yet behind closed doors, they engage in negotiations that ensure his continued imprisonment. This duplicitous behavior encapsulates the phrase "Mara Mara Ngwapitil Anazu," highlighting their tendency to play both sides for their gain. As we reflect on the last 30 months, we must recognize that time is of the essence. The world is transforming at a rapid pace, driven by technological advancement in the internet and artificial intelligence, and we must not allow people to be left behind. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's detention is not merely a personal tragedy. It represents a broader struggle for the Igbo nation identity and future. The foundation noted that Kanu has become a symbol of resistance against the marginalization and oppression that Igbo as a people have faced for decades in Nigeria. As long as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu remains imprisoned, the entire Igbo nation is held captive. The group reminded Igbos, adding, this reality cannot persist indefinitely. The call for his release is not just a plea for one man's freedom. It is a rallying cry for the liberation of our entire people from systemic oppression and neglect. We must pray for Kanu's health and safety, for the consequences of his continued detention could be there for our collective future. The Igbo people are inherently peaceful and progressive, yet the hostile environment created by the Nigerian state has compelled us into a struggle for survival. It is a time that demands unity, the setting aside of selfish interest for the greater good of our community. This is not merely a matter of belief, it is an urgent reality that calls for collective action and sacrifice. Now we've come to the end of our today's news. Please do drop by the comment section and let us know what your view is all about. Thank you for listening.